Peace, what's happening? What's going on, everybody? This is Cavario H, aka Bop the Hustler, coming at you from Black and Nobel, Philly's finest, and all the most relevant things: information, knowledge, entertainment. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Tyson, my original Don Diva family. Shout out to the homie Akeem.
Tell me about the book, brother.
Well, Raised by Wolves is my autobiographical diary, man. This is a very honest and humble presentation that took me 12 and a half years to put together. It's not a story about, all this, I sold this, I did that, I shot this, I sold that, I bought this, I had that. It's the whys, because we've got enough stories about who did what and had what and sold what and how many cars they had. We got enough stories like that to last us until the end of time. But none of those stories tell you why. Why are there so many stories like that? Because the people who are living those lives never really take the time to figure out what their motivations are. If you ask them why they're doing it, they're saying, oh, the money. I gotta get money, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get money. But if it was all about getting money, at the point at which you get your 200,000, $500,000, $1 million, you can actually do something that won't threaten your existence and threaten your freedom for money. You have capital, and if you have enough innovation to be able to involve yourself in an illegal business and acquire that much cash, then you have the aptitude to come up with a legitimate means through which you can aspire to the same level of existence. So what is the real motivation? Because it ain't money. It ain't money when you go into a club after risking your entire day, risking your life all day to get it. You go and throw it in the air or buy 20 or 30, 40, 100 bottles of that cheap, nasty, anybody who has any real taste for champagne, Moet red stuff that they sell in these clubs, that crap that no real champagne drinker would touch. You are not doing it for the money. You couldn't care less about the money. There are other motivations for the behavior. Very few of us have had the time or opportunity to sit down and really think about it before our time is up and our opportunities are no more. I'm talking about before they end up with all your bodily fluids leaking out on the concrete, or before you end up with 50, 60 years in the penitentiary. At that point, hindsight is always 20/20. You figured it out. You need to figure it out while you're alive, while you're healthy, and most of all, while you're free. I was in the game for 17 and a half years. I started before crack. I come from the heroin age. My mom and pop were class 1 narcotic offenders and stone cold killers. I'm not an accident of geography. I'm a genetically engineered gangster. This is my story. This is the truth. And if you can't relate to the experiences, you can certainly relate to the emotions attached to the experiences. Everyone knows what it is to be angry, elated, excited, surprised, and just every emotion you can think of. And I incorporate the emotions, the feelings with these experiences. And I go into the theology and the ideology and all of the mentality and the psychology of why we behave the way we behave in the street, and why intelligent cats like myself who dropped out in 10th grade but can run a business without any business background, why we make those choices. Because that's what your jury of peers, that's what they're thinking when they're looking at all that the prosecutor is saying that you accomplished. And they're thinking, send his ass to jail. Oh, he did all that, he could have done something else. He just wants to be a criminal. That's what they're going to say. That's why they're locking their asses up. They believe that you have no real motivation or reason beyond money and greed for what you're doing. They do not understand what you're doing. You haven't taken the time to figure out what you're doing and why. I have. Read Raised by Wolves, Inside the Life and Mind of a Guerrilla Hustler. All right? www.cavarioh.com. Hit me on Facebook, Cavario Hot Shit. Peace.
Cavario, keep the youthful